Hello, my name is Tink Blackton. I hope you're having a great day. Today, I'm going to be showing you, and actually showing you, how to be making a mob farm in Bedrock. Bedrock is the version that I play in, and this is my Minecraft survival guide, which you probably know. And this is a mob farm I made, and as you can see, it's very effective. And in Bedrock, it's actually really hard to make a good mob farm, and I have a good mob farm, so let's go into a creative world. Okay, so I am in a creative world, and I would recommend you make your mob farm over a body of water because you will also be getting fish, which then you can A, trade to villagers, or B, you can eat it. So the first thing that you want to do to make your mob farm is you want to get a lily pad, plop it down like that, and then you can do that. And then you don't have to start from the bottom and go all the way up and waste your resources. So now we have a block in the middle of the ocean that we can start on. So what you want to do now is you want to go 2 stacks up. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I have done that. You want to go 2 stacks or 64 plus 64 blocks up, which comes around about 120 blocks. So with this block right here, you want to make a little platform for yourself. And it doesn't have to be a big platform, and you can either decorate it. But the platform that I'm making is just a 4x4 area, and now you can just take away all that. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to get your chest there, not there, chest there, and then you want to get a 4x4 hopper area, so bam and bam, like that. And now you have your spawning platform, not spawning platform, the area that you are going to go AFK, and then the drops will come in here. So now what you want to do is you want to go 25 blocks up from this, from this area right here. So let's do that. So now that you've built up 25 blocks, what you want to do is you want to make sure that if the mobs go through this hole right here, they will go into the hopper. So what you want to do is you want to make a 4x4 area with a 2x2 in the middle, and just make sure that the mobs will go in there. So that looks good like that. Okay, so now you can take apart this. Now, the next step is not exactly, you don't need to do it, but I would recommend doing it. Now what you want to do is you are going to do this all the way down. Just make a pillar like so. All the way down, like that. And then top it off one like so. And do the walls like this. And you only want to add a 1 block area, so if somehow they do survive, you can just punch them like that. Okay, so now that you have that done like so, now what you want to do is including this block here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to go 8 blocks out, and that's also the amount of space water will take up like that. So you want to do that on all sides. So now that you've done all that, now what you want to do is you want to go 2 blocks up like that, and then go like so all the way around every area. So, yep. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to go like this, and you want to make a wall like that. Okay, so now that you have this part done, what you want to do is you want to get a bucket of water, and I would recommend, if you're doing this in survival, which I don't know why you would be doing this in creative, you want to get infinite water source. So you want to put a double water source like that, and then do that on all sides. So now that you have your water sources, and this is one of the most important parts, you want to make your spawning platforms now. So you just want to go out from this block here and that block there, and then you just want to fill in all that area and do this on all the sides. So now that you have all the spawning platforms in, this is looking more like a mob farm. But now, another very important part is you want to get some trapdoors, and this is actually the thing that'll make the mobs fall off. So you want to do this, like that, and then you want to flick them down. And the reason why you're doing that is because the game and the mobs see this as a block a full block. So they think it's like this, but really it's like this. So when they go to walk on it like this, they'll get pushed, and then they will get watered down to their death. So you want to do that on all sides. Okay, so now it's just a simple part, and you want to go 2 blocks up, and just make a wall all around this area. I can see here the water makes the fish, because we are over an ocean or some water source, and mobs cannot spawn in the water down there, so they spawn up here and they just fall to their doom like that. So now the next step, what you want to do is you want to make another like that, and then you want to make it come out like so, like that. and you want to make this go all the way around. So you're essentially making the roof. Now this is only a one mob farm design, one tier mob farm design. You can go, I think the maximum is like 5 until they just won't keep spawning up there. I have a triple tier in my Minecraft Survival Guide world, and that one works amazing. So 3 is kind of the magic number, but it's basically you just make the same thing, and except you don't use like these water sources and everything, you just have them fall. So you just remake all the mob spawning platforms, and so yeah, that's basically what you do to just add another tier, but I'm gonna finish it off just by 1. Okay, so now that you have that area like that, mobs will start spawning, but if it becomes nighttime, they will also start spawning on here. So there's a few ways to do this. You can either use trapdoors, buttons, water, but the most effective way, in my personal opinion, is using half slabs. It's not the most effective, they all work, but that's just what I usually use. Okay, so now that you have your half slabs all the way around your mob spawner slash mob farm, you can come down here and now the mobs will essentially start spawning. So you just have to do the long game for a little while to wait for them to spawn. But once they start spawning and they keep dying, see, you already got some squid. This is also a squid farm, but it's not that effective. So yeah, so I'm gonna go AFK here for about 20 minutes, and let's see what kind of mob rates we get. Okay, so that is about 20 minutes of AFK, and as you can see in the time lapse, there were spiders that kind of like they fell and then they caught themselves and then they just went down. So keep that in mind when you're AFKing. You kind of want to lock yourself in a box, and witches will also spawn. So you'll also get redstone and stuff like that. And there really isn't anything you can do about this, at least not that I know. You really just have to punch them. Yeah. So with 20 minutes, we got about 13. Well, not about. We got 13 gunpowder, some arrows, 18 bones, 5 ink sacks, 14 raw salmon, raw cod, 1 redstone, 3 glowstone dust, some 12 string, 13 rotten flesh, and 10 arrows. So keep in mind, those rates are not the greatest, but this is only a 1-tier spawning platform. If you had 3 in 20 minutes, you would get half a stack. So, yeah. And if you have 5, you'd get basically a stack of gunpowder in 30 minutes. So, that is going to be the end of this episode. So, if you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it, subscribe. That's all for now. See you next one. Goodbye.